So in the last section, I showed you how you could use Jinja 2 templating and conditionals to accomplish basically templating for different formats for different platforms. So here's iOS, here's the format for EOS, here's the format for NXOS. Now remember, there's different solutions or different ways you can solve this problem. So another way we could solve this same problem is using roles. So here I have a playbook. My playbook is going to execute on the Cisco group, the NXOS group, and the Arista group, and I have three roles. If the role is Cisco iOS, and notice I have a conditional here that says only do this when it's iOS, only do this one when it's NXOS, and only do this one when it's EOS. And then if I drill down into my roles, you see I have corresponding roles for Arista, Cisco iOS, and Cisco NXOS. And I look at that and you'll see for each one of those three, I have a main.yaml in the task, and I have this dns.j2. And if I drill in and look at one of those, you can see that basically each one of them is going to call the template, generate the configs based on the template. And now in each case, the template format will change slightly. So here's what it looks like for NXOS, so slightly different format, and then here's what it looks like for iOS, and then here's what it looks like for Arista. So you have some choices that you can make about, is logic embedded in a single template, or is their logic at some other location? And here we've split this off to make it be roles. Now if I execute this playbook, and let me remove all the configs from inside the configs directory, you'll see some skipping because that's getting controlled at the roles level. And then you can look at the configs we've generated. And you can see here's one for Cisco, here's one for Cisco iOS, here's one for NXOS, and then here's one for Arista. Now in general, I would recommend trying to avoid putting a lot of logic and a lot of, so both conditionals and for loops in your template. So templating can quickly get to be really complicated if you have a lot of logic and a lot of flow control embedded in your template. So in general, I would try to avoid having a lot of logic embedded in your templating system.